Alrighty, so welcome to our new representative webinar. If you guys are new and this is your first time joining, go ahead and put in the chat box how long you've been with Avon. Some of our reps who have been reps for a while are on too, so I welcome any and all. Second order, awesome. Okay, let me, you guys cannot, or we can't see you, so no worries about the camera all of a sudden turning on you or anything. 4 years, Lori, good. Alana's first time. Stacy, third campaign. 1 month, good. So we have people from all stages of their Avon career, but I want to be one of the first to welcome you guys, those of you that are on Team Momentum and those of you that are just here for the info. I usually open up all of my events and training to all representatives, even if they're not on my team. So I am Emily Seagrin. I am the leader of Team Momentum, and I've been selling for 9 years. It feels, some days it feels shorter and some days it feels longer. So I'll try to make this somewhat interactive so that if you guys do have questions, you can, I'll check in throughout the slides. And then I am going to do a short demo. I don't want to show you the whole back office like I did last time because I think it's almost too much information. So I'm going to make some changes based on how it went last in March, and hopefully it will be better this time around. So welcome to Avon and Team Momentum. And I like to start out with a quote here that failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. So the Avon business is like a cycle, just like our personal lives. We have our ups and our downs with Avon. But the difference between those who fail and those who succeed are the ones that fall and get up and keep going are the ones that encounter success. So you keep doing what you're doing, you learn something new. I'm still learning new things all the time. And you make adjustments and really can create this business to be what you desire. I have a little rule where I never do something in my Avon business unless I enjoy doing it. So I've really created my own business that I'm very passionate about, so it doesn't feel like I have to dread going to work. I actually enjoy it, and really have built it around my personality and my strengths and my personal life. So hopefully you guys can do that too. As a member of Team Momentum, I give you guys free access to the training that I've built. A lot of it is how to be successful online. So since we're adding so many new people, I send out the instructions for access about once a week. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I will probably be doing it tomorrow. So when you're new, I know that you're excited and you want to get out there and you want to sell and you want to share with everyone. But I really advise you to also take the training very seriously. Because in the beginning, we don't want to get all excited and try and get let down. So if we can take some time to learn and get more comfortable and confident so that we go out and make the right moves, then we can be that much more successful. So I really advise you to listen to reps who have been around a while, figure out your comfort zone and how you're going to be unique as an Avon representative. So our team is now 745 representatives strong. I have built most of my business online. So we are spread out all across the United States. So it's kind of fun at events where I get to meet people from all over the country. So I hope to meet you guys one day as well. Just a little bit about our team numbers. I remember being newer and seeing numbers like this and just being like amazed and didn't even understand how it could happen. So I do want you to know that you can get here too. All those years and day after day hard work has gotten me here, and it looks magical, but it was a lot of discipline and hard work along the way. So we, year to date as a team, have sold almost 500,000. I'm really hoping that we beat the 2 million mark for the entire year. A little bit about me. I live in Rockford, Illinois, with my husband, Rob, who is an electrical engineer, and my kids, Josh and Ava. Josh is 10 and Ava is 6. And when Josh was a baby, that's when I really started looking at the Avon opportunity as a career option for me, because I really wanted to be able to be home with my children as they were growing up and not be away working all the time. So Avon has allowed me to do that. I am trying to train for the Chicago Breast Cancer Walk. It's coming up in the beginning of June. And although our weather has not been cooperating here, I am going to be doing it with one of our team members, Cheryl. So that was just me being goofy because I had to waste a bunch of time working out. And then this is on a recent Avon trip. So I want to show you, you know, a little bit of a glimpse of what Avon can do for you and your life, and the things that you can experience because of Avon. I think I've become pretty spoiled with vacations and trips because I have earned 23 trips with Avon in 9 years. I got to meet Fergie in New York. I've earned televisions. I'm trying to, okay, that there was a little escape screen popping up. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I've been all over the country, outside of the country. Avon has just been really a blessing for me and my family, and I've been able to do some really unique things being an Avon representative. So I encourage you to always go for your dreams and strive to reach beyond the stars with Avon, because you can build whatever you want out of your Avon business, and you can do it in a way that you enjoy doing it. So I took out some snippets from your Getting Started booklet that comes with your starter kits. And we want to talk about why. What is your why for selling Avon? Maybe if you guys could share in the chat box something real quick, if it's a material possession, or if it's more freedom of time, or earn more money. Go ahead, guys, share in the chat box. Retiring from day job. Good, awesome. Earn money to buy a car. Fabulous. I want to do that too. That's on my list. More time with children. Yes, that was my why as well. Spend more time with family and leave job. A little extra money now working to get a car. Kick out of organization skills. Oh, Celine, we need to become friends. Making people happy. I can always work on my organization skills. Products, personal freedom, student loans, supplemental income. All right, so we have a wide range. Be my own boss. Yeah, you don't have to listen to someone bossing you around. You know, sometimes we are our worst boss, but at least we can say no to ourselves, right? So there's family reasons, there's material reasons, there's dreams, or sometimes just looking for something more to do and to be involved with something. So Avon really provides a lot of different fulfillments there as far as a community and really enjoying what you do. I mean, what girl doesn't want to sell beauty? If one of my kids doesn't take over my Avon business, I'm going to be pretty upset. So we have a fun job. So make sure that you remember that and you keep it light and fun, but you remember that why of what you're after and why you started with Avon. Celine is asking, when she makes a comment in the chat section, she has no more sound. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone say that before. So hopefully maybe someone else can type in if they know what's going on there. So where do you see yourself in the next 6 months? And how much monthly Avon income will fund your why? So once we have our why, we can start making our goals, and then from there we can find ways to reach our goals. A lot of the big risky steps I've taken with Avon have been me committing to something way bigger than myself and then figuring it out along the way. So push yourself out of your comfort zone, you know, try to be outgoing, just being friendly and courteous, and just working Avon into your life is sometimes the easiest way to get this business going. So what are 3 key actions that you can do every day? You can carry brochures and samples with you wherever you go. If you are shy and not yet comfortable with talking about Avon, just offer a brochure. You know, even if you're asking a yes or no question, it's not that difficult to say, hey, would you like one of the most recent Avon brochures? And if they say no, then they're saving you money. So look at it with a positive spin and try to keep finding someone until they say yes, because we want to give out those sales tools to people that actually want them. We can invite customers to sample the quality of our products. So we're going to talk about the demo, What's New book in a little bit here. But instead of stocking up on a bunch of little samples, you can also take, you know, the products that came in your starter kit or demo products that you want to order to make your money go a lot further and have a ton of samples. So maybe you want to get a full perfume bottle, or maybe you want to give little samples of the original bath oil in little snack baggies. There's all kinds of different creative ways that Avon reps have found to do samples and to save a few bucks. So spread the word that you are open. You guys are coming in at a really good time because they just changed things so that you have the opportunity to earn even more on your online sales. So previously you earned less than when you sold face-to-face. Now those sales combine together to give you your commission level. And as someone who has worked a lot of time online, I do have to say that it is sometimes difficult to get new customers online. So don't get frustrated if you're not seeing results right away. I really suggest trying to build your traditional business and your online business at the same time so you can see what you prefer, and maybe you like the balance of doing both. But instead of putting all of your energy into one area, try different things out when you're first starting so you can figure out your way of doing things and what makes you unique. Okay, so we've all heard about building our contact lists. And today we can even take it further because we have such a digital presence as well. So not only are we going to want to make a list of everyone we know and who we can contact, we can get onto Facebook and find mutual acquaintances that way. We can share on Pinterest about our Avon website. So you never know how social media is going to run you into people that you might not even know you have something in common. I just friended someone who's on the PTA, and I see that we both went to the same college. So it's really cool how social media has brought a new way of networking into our business. So you can reach out to your friends, your family, your neighbors, co-workers, anywhere where there's a waiting area is a really good spot. So if you can service a business or a doctor's office with nurses, anywhere where you can get potentially more than one customer at a time, those are great places to hit because you can save your time and money by servicing more than one person in each area. I've also heard a lot of success at retirement homes. Those people don't get out as much, and sometimes they've heard of Avon ladies going and doing manicures or setting up a table. So just be creative and really think who you can touch and who might be interested in hearing about your new Avon business. And you can also do that through email. You can share it on Facebook. There's all different kinds of ways that we can communicate, and we can even have a home party or an open house, as well as an online open house. You could always put together a Facebook event and make that a private party. A little disturbance behind me. Sorry about that. Okay, so 6 tips to start your success. For so long in the beginning, I did not use Avon products. I know, shame on me. And a friend kept saying, well, how are you going to sell it if you don't use the products? And I kept saying, I know, but I don't have the money to spend on it. But our products we are buying anyways. So as you run out of your other products, slowly replace them with Avon products. We have great quality products. If you aren't very familiar with our brands, almost everything I've tried I've really liked. So once we get people hooked on Avon, they usually stay with us for quite a long time. So ways that you can introduce Avon subtly without having to feel like you're bothering someone. You could get an Avon pin. You can get one of the bags where it has the clear brochure, so you can stick your brochure in there and have people approach you. You can wear an Avon shirt. You can work at craft fairs or job fairs. Events are a good way to get people to come up to you. And you guys really want to utilize that daily care collection flyer. It's a super deal for your customers who maybe have never tried Avon, or are already very familiar with the Skin So Soft brand. They get 7 products for $19.99, and you can sell that in your first 7 campaigns. Unfortunately, you cannot sell it through your website. So if you had someone to purchase it, you would have to get it yourself and ship it to them. So try to stick to face-to-face customers with that. The nice part is that you have a, I see a hand raised there. I'll open this up. The nice part is that you have a 1-sheet flyer, which is much more cost effective than giving out a bunch of brochures if you don't know people are interested or not. I would really advise to print out as many of those as you can, and put a little label on there that says, ask me for a full brochure, or do you need an Avon lady? Contact me today. So that's really a good way to get in with new customers and try to, in a cost-effective way, find people that are more interested to hand those brochures out to. I know someone raised their hand, so if you want to type your question in the chat box or in that Q&A box there. Okay. After I finish this slide here, I'll check in and see if there are any questions. So learn about the products. That may be a little too overwhelming in the beginning. We have a lot of products. A lot of them are like the fashion and the kitchen, that kind of stuff isn't around for many brochures. So there's a lot to learn. So what I recommend is that you watch the Campaign Central videos, which Avon Corporate puts out, and they feature 3 products for you to learn about. So really try to get down your idea and the description and the benefits and features of those 3 products every single campaign. Was wondering if the special Skin So Soft set is sold to our customers at the same price. Yes, so the $19.99 is actually your customer's price. So I do have that flyer coming up on one of the screens up here. So I'll explain it when that comes up. Keep track of your progress. So make sure you're hitting those Kickstart goals. The more successful you are in the beginning, the better head start it's going to give you into being a successful representative. So we're all happier when we're making more money and sharing more products and the opportunity. So really try to keep track of your success and hit your goals. If you guys, I'm gonna do this one last bullet point. So if you have questions, go ahead and start typing them. Okay, and experience and share the products in your kit. So those products are yours. It's up to you if you want to use them yourself, if you want to use them as demo products, if you want to sell them. The very unique part about the Avon business is that there are many different ways that you can be successful. Just because Sally is successful doing Avon home parties doesn't mean that that's going to work out well for me. So I really like the flexibility of Avon and building it around your life and your preferences. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat box, and I can take a break and answer them, or we can keep going if there aren't any. Okay, so Celine went to her first meeting 2 months ago. It was more about who sold the most and who is going to be the most high up. Can we try to interact with the new representatives more and talk more about the products at the meetings and their uses? So let me, before I approach that, let me answer a question that's confusing to new representatives. So when you sign up with Avon, you may have signed up with a mentor or a leader. So those people are Avon representatives. Avon Corporate also has district and division managers, which cover different territories. So with I'm guessing you were probably at a district meeting. I would send that feedback to, it was probably your district manager that ran the meeting. Just be honest and say, your opinion as a new representative and what could have been more beneficial to you. So to be honest, the product knowledge came for me the more I worked with the products. It's hard to learn them all and see all the differences and what to recommend. For me, the product knowledge came along the way as I helped customers. One tool that I really recommend using when someone asks you a question and you don't know much about the product, just say, hey, let me look that up for you. Go to your website and search for the product, read the description, how to use it, and the reviews. And that really helps to be able to give you a non-biased opinion, because it is what is on the website. And if it didn't get good stars, then my policy is always to be honest. So use your website as a tool to help you learn those products. Do you have a flyer for the daily collection that can be used for social media? Stacy, I don't know if I have a image of that, but if make sure you're in Makeup Marketing Online group, and I can post one that is friendly for social media. It's just a little tricky because they'd have to order it from you. You'd have to have it shipped to you and you deliver to them, but you can definitely put it on your Facebook or whatever social media page you want to share it on. How can I get a copy of your disc? You mentioned at the beginning. My training is free if you're on Team Momentum. If you are not, you can go to emilyseagren.com and it's the same information that was on the DVDs. Now I have them in online format, and you can buy them for $5 a piece. I do recommend, as a new representative, to watch your spending so that you're not going in the hole right when you're kicking your Avon business off. So maybe you want to use it like as a reward system. Hey, if I meet my Kickstart goal, I'm going to buy this training. I just don't want you guys to go all in and then get overwhelmed. So let's talk a little bit about the products. So personal care, that's probably where most people know Avon. They hear Avon, they think Skin So Soft, or they think ding dong, Avon calling. I've probably heard that phrase a million times. But we have some really strong brands in our personal care. So we have Skin So Soft. There are different fragrances and different lines within Skin So Soft. And then we also have our Skin So Soft Bug Guard line, which is on the cover of our Campaign 11 brochure. So we also have moisture therapy. It's a thicker, it reminds me of Lubriderm, but it's real thick, and people absolutely love the intensive hand cream. So if you know people that wash their hands a lot, they're in the medical field, our hand creams are great for that. We have our intensive care, and then we have our silicone glove as well. So over the years and over the upcoming months, try to take a little time to learn about the products. And another good thing when your shipment comes in is to actually read the backs of the bottles, because they give you a lot of good information on there. Okay, so beauty. So makeup is our #1 seller, and they're in the process of rebranding a lot of it to True Color brand. So we have some new people in at corporate. They're really doing their best to bring us best-in-class makeup and beauty so that we can compete with other brands. Our Glimmer Sticks are our retractable eyeliner. Not all of them have glitter. It's kind of a confusing name, but you'll get to know about Glimmer Sticks. That's probably one of our best-selling products that we have. Skincare is my second category bestseller. Take the time to try and learn about our skincare. If you want to start at one category, start with the skincare. It might be the hardest one to master, but it will bring you in great customers and great repeat business. And Avon, a lot of times, is one of the first big brands to bring out these anti-aging technologies. So alpha hydroxy acid, Avon was the first big brand to bring that to market. So we have a lot of money invested that goes into the R&D, and they develop these products over the years before they bring it out to us. And then we also have our fragrance. So that is something that does get, some of those get discontinued. So if you get questions about, does Avon still sell this? That's another place that I recommend going, either to some of the Avon Facebook groups or onto your customer website to see if we still have it. If we don't, I apologize and say maybe they want to check eBay for discontinued items. We want to be helpful, but there are some cases where we cannot help. So always try to recommend a current product that we have, and if they're insistent on that old brand or that old smell that they loved, then they have to look to different websites. So here is the Daily Care collection. It's $19.99 at your customers. Let me move my head out of the way. So they get all 7 for $19.99. And you definitely want to point out that it's a $65 value. And let them know that it's limited time. You can only sell it for your first 7 campaigns. So maybe you want to make it a goal to sell 100. That would be fabulous. So really challenge yourself and push yourself, and use this great deal to get your business off to a great start. Any questions on the Daily Care collection or anything that we've talked about so far? Do I recommend Avon University? I do. However, I know they are working on revamping it, and so some of the information is out of date. Is it going to be helpful and help you get some of those foundations laid so that you have a better understanding of things? Yes. But any like specifics, whether it's a new rep program or an incentive, just check to make sure it's still current information. So Avon is working to improve a lot of processes. So try not to get frustrated. They are making things better and easier for us, and we kind of have to go through some of the growing pains. So what I would, I definitely recommend Avon University, but I also recommend finding successful Avon reps on YouTube. Because when you hear someone who's gone through the disappointments and who's found a way to be successful, hopefully you can learn from them and not have to make those mistakes yourself. So yes, Selena is asking about the ingredients. That is on our website as well. And then there is also, let's see, she has allergic reactions. So I would talk to your customer and I would call the product hotline, which I think is on one of these slides here, before making any purchases. Yes, you can return products, but best to avoid returns if you can help it when they're in their ordering process. So here's what I was telling you. You now earn on every dollar of sales. So there used to be a $50 minimum. Now you earn with your first dollar. And then watches are now included in our full earnings. So if you look at a catalog and you look at fashion, footwear, licensed products that aren't by Avon, you'll see an asterisk in front of the description, which means that it's a fixed earnings item. So at the most, you earn 20% in the beginning for those fixed products. But all of the makeup, the skincare, the jewelry, the bath and body, and the fragrance, those are all full earnings. And as I mentioned, now your e-store, also known as your customer website, and your brochure sales combine together to give you your commission level. So if you can be successful in both areas, I definitely recommend it. Okay, so the Kickstart program, you have 7 campaigns and your goals get progressively harder, but you really want to try and meet those goals so that you earn your 40%. So this chart shows you what you can earn, and then when you invite 3 friends in to sell Avon and they are successful in their first campaigns, you can earn up to $50 for, and that's for an unlimited amount of people. So if you want to bring in 10 qualified recruits, then you can earn $500. So make the most out of those beginning campaigns and track your Kickstart goals. Here's my example, just showing you to make the most out of your catalog, try to get your website out there, and then people that you talk to about Avon, say, hey, would you like to be a rep with me and join in the fun? You guys can learn together, do it together, and you can both make some extra money that way as well. Yes, so this is recorded, so you guys will get it through email to watch as much as you want. And then I did post the actual presentation so you can print out and take notes when you watch the recording. So if you come in here, one of the first questions is always, when is my Avon order due? Here is one place you can find it if you're anywhere on the Your Avon website. And then as long as you are not in a flexible pilot program, you will have this My Account and key campaign dates. It tells you your order is due. So mine's due before midnight on May 10th. My e-store, so my customer website, is going to be on campaign 11 from April 28th to May 12th. So if you use a calendar, if you use a planner, start writing these dates down, and then you'll get the hang of it. And I'm not going to go into the flexible ordering to confuse anyone, but if you do have that sort of schedule, follow up with your leader or with your manager. Another question is how to order demos. So every time you get your order, you should also get a What's New book. So this is for us to preview upcoming products, upcoming sales that are going to be happening when that brochure goes out. It gives you a chance to stock up on the product or the samples or the business tools to be effective in selling it. So take the time to read through these. There are really good tips, and there's helpful charts you can use with your customers. It does show your cost, so you don't want to sell out of this book, but this is a book that you can buy out of. You can buy one of each item unless it says unlimited, and let's say you can buy one of each item, and the price will adjust when you submit the order. So I get that a lot too. How come I'm not getting the demo pricing? When you place your order and it bills, you will get the demo pricing as long as you use the 6-digit code from that book. How do you order brochures? So when you're in your order cart, you'll see here order brochures. They come in packs of 10. So here's the pricing. They get cheaper the more packs you buy. It's always so much information on the new rep webinar. I'm sorry, I might skip on answering questions until the end so I can get through the content. So how do I order samples, sales tools? My advice in the beginning, if you have money to invest, do it in your samples and your demo items to help you be able to sell more. So you can find all your options right here. And do I charge sales tax? Yes. So you're going to want to find your own county's tax rate. You can do a search on Google or find your county website. On online orders, Avon automatically figures it for you. So you don't have to put that in anywhere. It's already done, and Avon takes care of that. So you collect sales tax from your customers, and Avon pays the state. So you don't have to pay your own sales tax. You pay it to Avon. Avon pays it for you. So here's a little example. My sales tax here is 8.25%. So you multiply your subtotal by 0.0825 or whatever your percentage is to find out the tax, and then you add it together to get their total. There is that 75-cent order charge if you have sold Avon in the past. It's now up to you if you want to charge it. It helps you cover the shipping, your shipping fees. So you can add that to each customer. It's up to you. I always waived it if I thought they were going to get upset or not shop with me because of it. So this is the shipping rates. There is no longer a fee for how many customers you service. So that flat shipping rate takes over that. You can call Avon customer service for support. Here's the number for the product questions. You can also, at the end, I suggest different Facebook groups. A lot of times you can get an answer on there way faster. You just have to make sure that it is accurate. So a lot of times you can get an answer quicker than you would be able to call into customer service. So if it's specific to your account, obviously you're going to have to talk to your leader or customer service. But if it's a general idea or a question, Facebook is good for that. So how do I get paid from face-to-face sales? This is always a confusing point for new representatives. What you do is you collect the amount that is being charged in the book. Then you figure out the sales tax. Your customer pays you that total amount. When you submit it to Avon, Avon only charges you for the cost of the product. So they take off your commission and only charge you for the cost. So the commission stays in your pocket when you pay Avon the cost of the product. In the beginning, it's best to wait until you get your email from Avon telling you how much that you owe, so you don't have to make more than one payment. It'll give you an estimated amount right when you submit it, but wait till you get that email so that you know the exact amount. So online sales work a little bit differently, and you are going to see your commission from online sales show up on your account balance. So what that does is it either brings down the amount that you owe Avon, or it starts accumulating a credit. So if you see a minus sign on your balance, that's actually a good thing. So that means that Avon owes you money. When it is over $5, Avon will issue a direct deposit, and I will show you up in a slide here where you set that up. And that's issued on the 1st and the 15th. If you don't have direct deposit, you have to call Avon and request it, the credit. The credit to be, I think they put it on a prepaid Visa if you call and request it that way. So how do you get paid for building your team? That's also direct deposit or the prepaid Visa. So here is where you're going to want to set up your direct deposit under this Get Paid by Avon. So here, this is the negative I was telling you about. Negative in this case means a good thing. So this is where you pay Avon. You can do it with a credit or debit card. Quick pay is where it automatically withdraws. I don't like that option, but if you guys do, you can go for it. Find a sales meeting in your area. So there are all kinds of different like free webinars that a lot of the leaders put on. There's also your local events and sometimes national events like this Boss Life workshop. So I recommend you get involved with as much as you have time for. There's something about being in an environment and networking with your peers that really helps. So definitely go and learn as much as you can, especially in the beginning. So they can't wait until the email. Okay. Yes, I don't mean to wait. It gives you like, it'll email you within like a couple hours of when you submit your order. I don't mean to wait until it ships, because most of the times it won't ship until you pay that whole amount. All right, so our new online store promotion. So in order to get representatives to promote their website and get new customers to shop online, Avon is giving us this 10% off your order code. I highly recommend putting this label on the front of every catalog that you hand out. Every customer can use this code one time, and it's good for any order amount. So if your customer spends $10, they can get 10% off, but then they can never use that code again. So it's good one time for every customer. There is no minimum order. You can find the image in your email center. I also have it saved on our groups. The social media center is really helpful and a great place for new representatives to go. There is also an app you can download on your phone. So how do you sign someone up on your team? www.startavon.com is where the online appointment takes place. So whatever you created your eStore username to be, that is what someone would enter to join your team. So you can also send them to your website, and there's an option up top that says Sell Avon. So they can either get it that way or they can do this. If for some reason Avon accidentally attaches them to a different leader, this is the process that I recommend, because that allows them to enter your reference code. So like I mentioned with the Kickstart program, you can earn unlimited $50 bonuses during those first 7 campaigns. You also start getting a 3% bonus based on your team members' sales. You do have to submit a $50 personal order to earn that 3%. There's so many fine details and situational rules that I really recommend you don't get too worked up about it, and just take things as they come, and you'll learn along the way. So all these little nuances I'm telling you about, you don't have to know every detail, but there are a lot of fine print details on our rules and everything. Okay, so Ticket to Boss Life. One of the best parts about Avon is that they're really good at recognition and rewarding us for hard work. So right now, when you bring in a personal acquaintance who signs up and becomes a rep, and they place and pay for their first or second order of $150 or more on time, you get a winning Boss Life ticket. So it's just like a scratch-off lottery ticket, but they're all winners. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you can win. There's almost always a fun incentive going on to earn with Avon. So I'm a sucker for loving all of the incentives and working to get those. And it's fun because you're earning as you're also building your own business. So double bonus there. We have Rep Fest coming up in August. It's in Nashville. And they just sent out this week that new representatives can register in their first 7 campaigns at the $99 rate. For everyone else, it already went up to $139, but there are limited spots left. So there aren't many left. I don't know how many there are anymore, but there aren't many. So if you're considering going, go to Avon Rep Fest and sign up. We have about 20 from T-Momentum going. There's definitely a lot of services you can use. Some of these are pricey, and you may want to wait down the road to get started with some of these services. But ones that I really think new reps could benefit from, Campaign Mailer is a service that will mail out the Avon catalog for you. Definitely look at the marketing materials here, because when you're new, wearing those logo items or having them on hand are really going to help you. Let's see, did I do the Square? Yeah, okay, so I really recommend doing Square or PayPal to easily accept credit or debit cards. Avon doesn't have a good process for that right now, so Square or PayPal work awesome. And then Buffer, if you want to do well on social media, check out Buffer. It's one of my favorites. So great Facebook groups. If you guys are on Team Momentum, you can go print off all these slides so that you don't have to write everything down from here. And I want to show just real quickly how to actually put an order through. Last time I showed you the whole back office, and I think it's too much all at once. So any questions while I open up the website here? So Sandy, if you have any questions about your credit line, that would need to go through customer service. I believe the most they will do right now for new representatives is $200. All right, you gotta bear with my computer here. One of these days I'm gonna upgrade so it can keep up with all this. Okie dokie. So you'll find a lot of stuff just by searching around on youravon.com. There's all kinds of different information on here. Your Campaign Central is going to give you some tips for that current campaign and those 3 products that I talked about. This is a $10 purchase with any $40 purchase that is going on for campaigns 11 and 12. This set is available face-to-face and online. So you can find your supportive marketing materials by clicking on here. There's also, my screen scrolls down here. That Success Center. If you click on that, that's where you can find your local meetings. You can find incentive information and some other helpful information on there. If we click on my orders, going to pop open here, and it's really important to get as much information as you can from your new customers, and even those people that you hand out a book to. Say, hey, can I get a phone number or email I can follow up with you on? So in the beginning, it's super important to follow up because you're trying to build that customer base. People are busy. Avon may not be the on top of their mind, so it's good for you to follow up and remind them that the order is due if they wanted to order anything. So you can add a new customer just by clicking right here. And I like to get, you know, their physical address so that I can mail them a book if I want to. I like to get their email address so that they're signed up for my marketing campaigns. And then a phone number if we need to reach them or if we have questions for them. When you enter them as a new customer, you do have to put either an email or a phone number with it. And then you just click add customer right there. So once you have your customers in there, you can start typing the name and it will pull it up, hopefully. And it is really nice to keep your orders divided by customer because you can do online invoicing, which gives you a really nice professional looking bill. You can also go back and look, you know, maybe if they tried a certain color that they liked and they didn't remember the name of it, you can look that information up too. I'm not sure why it's taking so long to pull my name here. I also have a couple of videos on YouTube about, all right, I don't think that's going. Let me try this again. A couple of videos on YouTube. I'm also going to work on doing some shorter tutorials in the back office. So if there's something you want to look at quickly, that there's those to reference. There we go. Okay, so then you can see here we're in campaign 11. Something important to know is that we can back order 2 campaigns. So if someone comes to you with a campaign 10 order and says, oh no, I missed my deadline, I really wanted this order from campaign 10, you still can order it when you're in 11. So when you're in 11, you can order from 10 and 9. You're going to want to create them all in the same campaign. When you're in the order cart, you can adjust which campaign you're ordering from so you get the right price. So in the book, you'll see every product should have a 6-digit code. Let me get a book here. We just revamped the whole mark line. So that is a brand that is sold by Avon, and they're really, it's more trendy and a little bit pricier, has some more unique offerings than the Avon brand. So that's going to be included more in our book, and there's some really fun makeup in there. So definitely check that out. So here, if we wanted to add that to the cart, we can click on the number. You don't have to pull open that magnifying glass, but you can just to check, make sure you have the right product. If you were ordering from the past campaign, you can do that here. You can also add your new customer right here, so you don't have to go back to that beginning screen. So once you have entered all the items for your customer, you say add items to order. And we can see that down at the bottom here. We can select view cart. And you really don't, I would recommend not submitting your orders until your order is due. I like the idea of entering them as you get them so that they're already in the computer, but I wouldn't submit it until you're all ready to go. It just makes it easier. It reduces your chance of getting charged any extra fees. So you can enter them as you go and submit on your order deadline date. Okay, so here we would select our order. Oops. Okay, and enter how many customers. This is just for Avon to get an idea of the average order size. And you can't submit a future campaign. So right now I couldn't order out of campaign 12 unless I was ordering something out of the demo book. So it's going to remind you here to add brochures. Remember, they're in packs of 10. And it gives you a special offer here. You can say continue to order summary. And it tells me that I don't have any packs of brochures. Okay. And then so that's straightforward from there. You just submit your order, which I am not going to do. And then you will get the email. Here is where it tells you your estimated order. Under my account is where you'll find your invoices, where you can pay Avon, that key campaign dates and support. And then if you do need to process returns, you do that right here. I just want to show you the web office, and then I'm going to open it up for any quick questions. There's a lot to cover, but I try to stick to just that real important information that new reps want to learn about so that I don't get you too overwhelmed. So here is your web office. You can personalize your website under Edit My eStore. Social Media Center has all kinds of different posts that you can share to Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. We have an email center. You can import your, let's see, customer, oops, okay, I think it's under, I think as a new rep, you have some quick get started tools, but you can import email addresses that you already have. So if it's friends and family and you want to announce that you've started your own Avon business, you can import them. There is a marketing program that's already turned on that will start sending emails to them from your web office. You can change the options for that. So if you don't want it on, you can click here under customer preferences. Customer invoicing is where you set your sales tax so that that online invoice shows the right amount. So you go in here and you can print out your invoices. And then also in the Social Media Center, there are recruiting posts. So there's one, you can sort them by becoming a rep, the different product categories, and if they do click through, you will get credit for it. If you have someone that orders on your website, you'll see that you have direct delivery orders. So that's where you can click and see who it is and what they ordered. And then look at the Social Media Center real quickly. Definitely a lot of great posts in here. You can also create your own if you want. And I invite you guys all to the makeup marketing group. I try to post files in there. I also will send you all out a follow-up email. Next week we have a leadership call where I cover more recruiting and leadership, and then the week after that is my sales call where I do sales and recruiting. So this is the Social Media Center where you can use the drop-down box, and when you select the one that says become a representative, that's the one you want to use for recruiting. So I recommend coming in here a few times a day and sharing sporadically throughout the day instead of coming in here and sharing everything all at once. All right. Good night, Bridget. So I'm going to open it up to questions. If you have any, I'd be happy to stay on for a few minutes. I will also, this will be recorded, so you can always go back over the information. Or if you guys are ready for bed, that's fine too. Well, all righty. Welcome you guys to Avon, and I think you'll really like it. Another glass of wine. I passed on any alcohol since I'm getting a cold. But you guys have a great night. Step out of your comfort zones. Have fun with your business. Don't try to don't feel like you're intruding on people. Just be friendly and provide good customer service and be helpful and be determined, and you guys can all build your own million-dollar businesses. So thank you for joining, and have a great night. See you.